Hi, welcome to the Onside Kick. We'll be your hosts here. I'm Dave Oster. This is Ricky Widmer. And today we're going to talk a little bit of playoff picture for the NFC. Right now it's a bit interesting. We got this boys team over here, the Minnesota Vikings, right now holding down one of the last available slots.
We basically control our own destiny. Beat the Packers and we're in.
Not an easy task. Definitely doable the way Minnesota's been playing lately.
Well, the one thing, and this is not in who's going to win or lose, but I'm going to go off on a rant here like I usually do.
Be my guest.
I am pissed off at the NFL for, I know I talked about flex scheduling in a past video. This week, flex scheduling gone wrong is what we saw in the NFL. You have I get it, the NFC East Championship game. RG3's a big name. The Cowboys are America's team, even though half of us hates them.
That's what draws to it.
Then you have, on the other side, the real Sunday night game, which was originally scheduled for this week. Packers-Vikings. Vikings. They win. They get the last playoff spot. A team that only won 3 wins last season.
Yeah.
More importantly, you got Adrian Peterson going for Eric Dickerson's rushing record. To me, I would want to see that rushing record on primetime TV so everyone could see it get broken.
It really would be amazing. He's just about 200 yards off right now. So there's definitely a good chance he could just go nuts and take that record.
I believe he had 180 yards against the Packers the last time.
Yeah, he had something ridiculous.
Yeah, he had a ton of yards. He can easily break the record against the Packers. And if I'm the NFL, I don't know why I would want to see the Cowboys and the Redskins over a rushing record that will probably never be broken for a long time to come. No one expected the record to be broke this year, especially by Adrian Peterson.
Coming off that tear, yeah. Who would have seen it? But you did mention Cowboys and Redskins. That is another thing right there. Redskins win, and they are the NFC East champions.
Well, it's very interesting. The one thing that's most interesting is, yes, if they win the East. But there is a way, if they lose, that they can still get the 6th seed. If they lose, and then both the Bears and the Vikings lose, then we will both see the Cowboys and the Redskins in the playoffs.
Wow. That would be very, very interesting.
But the Bears and the Vikings, the Bears just need to hope the Vikings lose and that the Bears win.
Bears facing the Lions this week. Not really expecting too much here.
That's the one thing before this video, I'm just going to throw it your way, kind of invoke the viewers a little bit. You were saying that you being a Bears fan, you don't think the Bears can beat the Lions this week? The terrible Lions?
Yeah, I just got a bad feeling. We got past Arizona without too much trouble, but that's Arizona. I mean, whatever. Lions always play us close. They play us dirty. So if Cutler makes it out there, with nothing broken, that'll be fabulous. But honestly, we've been playing like crap lately, and it's just. Go ahead.
I'm going to ask you this. Do you think they're going to lose, or do you want them to lose? Because I know you, and you want Lovey fired.
I do want him fired. That'd be a nice consolation prize for no playoffs. That's for sure. Really don't like him there as our head coach, but the McCaskey family loved him. And it's been shown that if you get in their good graces, then you're fine. They'll just hold on to you forever and a half. So I want him to be gone, but he probably won't be. That's a sad thing. So I guess I want them to win. Obviously, Bears get in the playoffs. It'd be really hard for them to go the whole way. But we had the potential to. I mean, we've seen our offense and defense click at the same game. Like Tennessee, that was just a stupid beatdown.
Well,
so we just got to put it all together at the right time, and we could do it.
Well, the one thing I find interesting is the scenarios. If the Vikings win, then the Vikings' first-round matchup will be at Green Bay. So it'll just be the same game, just moving from Minnesota to Wisconsin.
That's happened before, actually.
But if the Bears and the Packers both win this week and the Bears get in, then they could either play Seattle if the 49ers beat the Cardinals,
probably will,
or the 49ers in that next round.
I'm sure Cutler wouldn't mind getting a chance to actually go up against 49ers, show him what he's made of. Remember last time he was out injured. So Bears got embarrassed with Campbell out there.
And both of those games would be rematches for the Bears.
Yeah. Both are winnable games. Like I said, this year the Bears team, I think at their best they could take out anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've seen our defense.
Well, the defense plays like they did last week.
And you've seen our offense go light it up there,
Mm-hmm.
put up big numbers.
If Cutler's in.
If Cutler's in, and, you know, they're stupid enough not to quadruple cover Brendan Marshall, only wide receiver. So, now that we lost Sanzenbacher, what will we do? Sorry, I just love Sanzenbacher.
You really...
I really do.
And when I saw that today, if you're unaware, Sanzenbacher, wide receiver for the Bears, gets claimed by the Cincinnati Bengals, arguably Dave's favorite player.
Greatest name in football. Back to football, though. Yeah, the playoffs, it's going to be interesting. Like you said, there's a way the Bears get in, there's a way the Vikings get in, there's a way the Cowboys get in. Giants still have a chance, though.
Well, let's
Hope and a prayer? Hope and a prayer. I'm going on this.
I don't think, I think if the Giants wanted in, they had to beat the Ravens last week. That's it.
We've seen stranger runs by the Giants.
I don't see, but the runs that we've seen by
them winning games, not them lucking into the playoffs?
The runs we've seen is, okay, they win, they're in. They're usually in the Vikings situation. Yeah. If the Vikings lose this week, I do not see the Bears losing to the Lions. I think either the Vikings or the Bears are going to be in.
Okay.
And if both of those teams lose, the Redskins and the Cowboys win, those two still get in over the Giants.
But meanwhile, the AFC playoffs completely locked up.
Completely
it's
locked.
over.
It's just seeding that needs to go on. And with me, I am hoping, praying to God, that the Texans do not get a first-round bye. I want them to get humiliated in the playoffs. And I want them to show, because I think the Vikings kind of exposed it a little bit last week. The Texans are not a Super Bowl team. I mean, Matt Schaub gets benched.
It's embarrassing.
Benched against the Vikings for T.J. Yates.
It's embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing. I think we've seen a lot of cracks in our armor. New England definitely showed us some. And yeah, that Vikings game, I don't know how they did so poorly. But yeah, I'm kind of happy this year. The AFC looks like they got, obviously, the Texans, the Patriots are up there. But I mean, you still got the Colts made it in. That's a great story.
And what's even better with that story is this week they get Chuck Pagano back.
Yeah,
so they're going
to
have Chuck Strong back for Week 17, back for a playoff run.
I think honestly that's the best story of the year.
They're going to be I think that the two teams that it comes down to in the AFC, and I know I'm going to get some rap for this.
Bring it.
The Colts and the Broncos.
Really?
I think the Colts, because of this inspiration, because of the Chuck Strong being their inspiration force, that I put them above the Patriots even.
Wow. It would. I mean, we've seen the Patriots collapse in big games. Just come just a little short after time these last couple of years. I think they're going to do it this year.
You think the Patriots are going to win it?
I really do. I think their defense, they're getting a lot of production out of the young guys. Really seeing some good play out there on defense. And especially that pickup of Akeem Talib mid-season, that really turned around the defense and gave them some new vitality. So I get the Patriots coming out. And that's the only prediction I'm going to make for the playoffs right now.
I'm not going to make a Super Bowl prediction. I'm going to wait until the playoffs are all seeded correctly. Yeah. But one Super Bowl I would love to see. Could you imagine RG3 versus Andrew Luck in the Super Bowl?
I don't think that's ever happened before. Two rookie
quarterbacks face off in the Super Bowl.
That would be amazing. Let us know what you think, what matchup you want to see. And if you're pulling for anybody to make it in the playoffs, let us know.